Mr. Juarez. Mr. Juarez, where are you? On the other side? I need a seating chart. I used to be a teacher. I need a seating chart. Mr. Juarez, please,
Yes,
go
sir.
ahead.
My name is Francisco Juarez. I'm with the NHDVS Coalition. We are the only coalition that backs up the intended land use in the deeds per the language, the terms, conditions, spirit, and intent of the deeds. There's no other group, to my knowledge, in here that does that. Some say that, but then they want to have a town center that includes a 450,000 square foot mega mall. And that publicly accessible mega mall. And that's contrary to what the deed says. I heard that this home will be here for quite a while. Yes, like permanently, as mentioned 5 times in the deed, permanently maintained as a home. I'm here because of World War II veterans who I met years ago when I was in AMVETS. Before the internet, they used to challenge the land grab by going directly to the director. You go to the director now and he'll tell you, I'm here to listen, but I can't take any action. So we have our group here, there's 6 of us right here, and there's 2 of us on the phone in front of me, one from New York and one from North Carolina. Our advocacy spreads across the country because it's based on truth. So we have an uncompromising position. And one word that I did hear earlier that I have to agree with, and that's the word stewardship, not management of the national home. And this is a national home. It's not a Brentwood home. It's not a California issue. It's not a county issue or LA City issue or Santa Monica City issue. It's the national home for disabled and homeless veterans, and it needs to be stewarded correctly. Look up the difference if you don't know. A bipartisan action requires that you be proactive. And simply saying that they haven't answered you because you reached out to them, that's not totally proactive. But I did also hear that you have to acknowledge the things that haven't been working. And the things that aren't working are the things that have been put in place during other administrations. Bipartisan means that there shouldn't be any politics here. And politics was mentioned at the offset. Politics is Kool-Aid. And there's been a lot of Kool-Aid served around this room. And we're here to tell you that we don't take it. All right. I came here in hopes of hearing about beyond the home. I came here in hopes of hearing about the CNH tract that could solve the 3,400 homeless veterans immediately, because UCLA has student housing on it. They took that land. They promised they would build a hospital. They never put a shovel in the ground. They reneged on that, and that land is part of the footprint. We can take those homes right now, and we can fix that problem right now. And Congress members, I hope you are taking that note, because you need to look into that immediately. There's also the beachfront property that exists at Lot 8 in Santa Monica Beach. That property was part of a vision that attests to a home that should have been permanently maintained, but that's not in the narrative here either. So these are things that we have discovered. Maybe I'm talking too fast. Maybe these are things that you need to look at before you start making other plans. We too have tried to reach the people in the new administration that are supposedly going to roll out this September the 6th plan. And I have to admit, we haven't been given a name of who we can talk to. I was hoping that the VA could tell us. And that's another thing. Let's stop making a boogeyman out of the VA. You know, the VA did this, the VA did that. The VA only runs one half of a program on the homeland. It's not a campus, it's homeland. And it only runs one half of the program there. Everything else is run by either UCLA or other third-party parties. So let's keep that in mind. Don't make a boogeyman out of the VA. Make a boogeyman out of the people that have been administering this disassembly of what the land is supposed to be. The deed restrictions speak. The deed restrictions speak for themselves. You're cutting into my time. The deed restrictions speak for themselves. That is the original master plan. There's been variations of master plans because you can't get it straight. The master plan is in the deeds. It's in the terms, conditions, spirit, and intent. Can you have, well, that was a 19th century agreement. Well, can you have that in the 21st century? By all means you can. It can be done, it can be completed, but you have to acknowledge the intended land use. And you cannot have publicly accessible mega malls and hotels and all the other crap that's been offered to be there. It's for veterans only, where their body, their mind, and their souls are nurtured and returned back to civilization. This is how this place used to run. And we need to go back to that. We need to visit that. Right now you have 99-year EULs. EULs don't belong on there. EULs belong outside of that, but not on the homeland. It's already a homeland. You have VASH and HUD in there. You don't need VASH and HUD there. And you don't need to measure somebody's income because nobody paid rent before. Veterans had paid their dues. So you need to keep that in mind. And yeah, there's been a long history of action, but that long history of action has been not by the current administration that thankfully put out this executive order that favors taking a look at it the way that we have been advocating for. So when we do that, we might crack open a bottle of champagne and celebrate then, but not until that time. There's no negotiation other than when is UCLA going to remove itself from the property and when is Brentwood School going to remove itself from the property. They don't belong there. They're in the way. Level the playing field, start using those buildings and that stadium for the veterans as they were intended. There's a, let me look at my notes. I've been taking notes as I've been listening to folks here. Before funding, basically, folks, there's a land racket that's taking place. It's been taking place there, and nobody wants to admit it. If you wanted to admit it, you would acknowledge that there's a much larger footprint than the 388 acres they've been telling you about. There's property that goes up to the side of Getty that is recognized as an official federal footprint. But we can't waste our volunteer time to fight that battle until we convince you that things haven't been open and honest up to this point. But now in light of what's going on, we can sit together and say, okay, the deed does say this, and the deed is the master plan, and there shouldn't be any negotiating on it. We should be calling for enforcement of that law, of the 2018 OIG report, and other legal actions that have taken place for that. We should be using Judge Otero's clause that he left. If this matter fails to resolve itself, that his ruling stands, and all the leases, including UCLA and Brentwood School, are void, therefore illegal. There's no need to transition it over to becoming a park. That Admiral Mullen is wrong about that. And there's no need to negotiate with the Sawtell community groups because they have no input here. They have no ownership here. The government owns the property. And why is the original deed in the library of UCLA? You have a land grabber holding on to the deeds of property that belongs to veterans. We're going to go back. We're going to get that deed out of there and put it back in the hands of the government that's described party of the second part. So I hope that you all can understand that there is another side to it, but they don't want to listen to this other side. They want to silence our voice, or they want to spin it and say, we're for this, but in the end, they're not telling you they're also for a plan that brings in a town center that really ruins the property. So let's all be honest, and we'll be willing, our coalition will be more than happy to come back and sit, as long as you recognize the facts. Our coalition has not made up any of the things that I'm talking about or alluding to you right now. Our coalition bases this on fact that's been researched, FOIA, email exchanges, text messages, even audible whistleblower recordings that we have. We have all of that information available, and nobody is really interested in it because they want to do something else with the land. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Juarez, and thank you for all that you've been doing with your fellow veterans. I now would like to recognize Mr. Ham. Mr. Ham?
Hello. Hi.
There
Thank
you
you. Thank you for having me today. And I'm going to focus I agree so much with the previous